This is a story that happened at the end of the Northern and Southern Dynasties, when the Northern Zhou Dynasty conquered Qi, with a humorous writing style. Group ID, 4523070003 Keywords of the novel. Rebirth of Zhou and Sui without pop-ups, Rebirth of Zhou and Sui complete collection download, latest chapter reading on Rebirth of Zhou and Sui. Chapter 1. Border Shepherds. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 1 Border Shepherds. Shaolian's jade body was lying on display at night, and Zhou Shi had already enrolled in Jinyang. In the 5th year of the Jianda reign of the Northern Zhou Dynasty, which was 576 AD, on December 17, Emperor Yuan Yong captured Jinyang. Starting from the entry of Gao Huan into Jinyang in 532 AD, the 44-year rule of the Gao family in Bingzhou was ended, marking the countdown to the downfall of Northern Qi. The country is about to perish, but Cui Che, a 6-year-old boy from the border of Northern Qi, is still herding sheep for his benefactors. It's good to die, only when I die can I enjoy happiness. Cui Che whispered to herself. Not far away, his cousin Pei Xiu, who was 6 years older than him and was herding with him, said in confusion. Ache, what are you muttering about? I mean sheep cannot die, if they run away, I will have to endure hardship. Cui Che perfunctorily said. Pei Xiu knew that her cousin had developed a habit of talking to herself since recovering from a cold last month, and she didn't take it to heart anymore. At this moment it was the season of cold winter. Although it had not snowed, the cold wind was piercing through the bones. Cui Che only wore thin coarse cloth clothes, relying solely on his integrity to keep warm. He glanced at Pei Xiu, whose lips were also turning purple from the cold. Cui Che suddenly asked. Cousin, if you have a good life in the future, what do you most want? Xiu thoughtfully thought. Eating lamb hot pot. Upon hearing his words, Cui Che couldn't help but feel a surge in saliva on her lips and teeth. She looked at the sheep she was herding and almost saw a green light in her eyes. The two brothers had been craving these sheep for a long time. It's not worth being beaten for the sake of appetite. Wait a little longer, I'll get tired of lamb hot pot. Cui Che comforted herself. Personal destiny naturally depends on self-struggle, but occasionally one can sit back and enjoy the benefits. Although Cui Che and Pei Xiu are living a miserable life now and have to work as shepherds to beg for food, their ancestors are indeed wealthy and not far away, even their father was once a high-ranking official. Both of them come from prestigious families, one is the legitimate descendant of the Cui family in Bowling, and the other is the legitimate bloodline of the Pei family in Wenxi. As for their current dire situation, it is the sins of their predecessors who have caused trouble for future generations. Cui Che's grandfather, Cui Jishu, was extremely impressive and was known as the boxing king of Eastern Wei. He once publicly beat up the Eastern Wei Emperor Yuan Shanjian with 3 punches. Of course, it's not considered a major rebellion or immorality. Who would have let Yuan Shanjian, in order to please the powerful minister Gao Cheng, once said. Cui Zhongshu, my wet nurse too. A wet nurse is also a mother, and there is a reason to teach her son. Cui Jishu, relying on Gao Cheng's power, dared to fight against the emperor. Faced with assassins, he slipped away and left Gao Cheng behind, hiding in the toilet to avoid danger. In theory, Cui Che's grandfather was also a clever and discerning person, but unfortunately, he became confused when he was old. 3 years ago, Cui Jishu, along with Zhang Diao, Lu Ti, Feng Xiaoyan, Pei Zhe, Guazun, and others, advised the Northern Qi Empress Dowager Gao Wei to go to Jinyang and was executed on charges of rebellion. Pei Xiu was Pei Zhe's grandson. It doesn't matter if these people die on their own, they also implicate future generations. 6 family members were relocated to northern Xinjiang, with wives, women, and women serving as officials of Xi. The young man went to the silkworm room and did not have any property. The so-called called little man refers to a man over 3 years old who goes to the silkworm room and is subjected to palace punishment. Cui Che was lucky, and at that time, the original owner was only 2 years old and survived a disaster, leaving him with a perfect body. Xiu'er, who is only 7 years older than him, is not so lucky. In short, she is missing something. The year after Cui Che's family was relocated to northern Xinjiang, in February 574, Prince Gao Sihao of Nan'an issued a proclamation condemning the sins of Emperor Gao Wei. He also wrote articles about the killings of Cui Jishu, Pei Zhe, and others, calling on his 6 brothers, nephews to participate in the grand event. Upon hearing the news, everyone rushed to seek refuge. Although they were sent to the border and theoretically could not escape, with the legacy of Cui Jishu and others, they successfully arrived at Gao Sihao's army. Unexpectedly, Gao Si was defeated in battle soon. Cui Che's father, Cui Changjun, uncle, Cui Jingxian, along with his older brother and cousin, were all killed completely. Mother Li couldn't bear such a blow and died of depression. After experiencing this calamity, the old members of the clan dare not help anymore. The so-called rebellion by Cui Jishu and others belongs to being wronged and killed, while Cui Changjun and others participated in the rebellion of Gao Sihao, which is a fact. If it weren't for the care of his aunt, who was also Pei Xiu's mother, Cui Che, who was under 3 years old at the time, probably wouldn't have lived to this day. Finally reaching the age of 5, Cui Che also began to follow Pei Xiu in herding sheep. After all, the situation of Pei Xiu's family was not good either. His father, uncle, brother, and others were all executed for plotting rebellion, and his mother was assigned by the court to be a concubine by a concubine. Although she often assisted Pei Xiu and Cui Che, she was not wealthy either. As a concubine, she was old and not well liked, and naturally lived in financial difficulties. In winter, herding sheep emphasizes late departure and early return. Before it gets dark, Cui Che and Pei Xiu drive the sheep back into the pen. The steward of your mansion gave them 4 mantu, Cui Che ate only 1, and Pei Xiu returned the remaining 3. At the age of 12, Pei Xiu was growing taller. As the saying goes, a half-grown boy starves to death, and his appetite is not average. Moreover, Pei Xiu put in the most effort when shepherding sheep. Cui Che, a 5-year-old child with small arms and legs, could do anything for him. If the nobleman allowed him to join in and make a living, it would be nothing more than pity for his loneliness. But even if mantu was divided like this, Pei Xiu could not fill his stomach. Late at night, in the thatched cottage next to the sheep pen, Cui Che lay on the bed, listening to Pei Xiu's stomach chattering incessantly. Cui Che couldn't sleep, and he was also very hungry. Pei Xiu beside her murmured, "Ache, we shouldn't have lived this kind of life." Cui Che deeply sympathized with this. His grandfather, Cui Jishu, was appointed as the left assistant minister of the Ministry of Personnel in the 3 departments of the Keifuitong. He was specially promoted and treated as a prime minister. Father Cui Changjun once served as a right foreign military counselor in the Ministry of Shangshu, in charge of military affairs in Hebei, Tongguan, and various states in Brazil, as well as recruiting soldiers. Based on his family background, he should be hesitant about which maid sister to eat the rouge on her lips at this time, rather than squeezing a thin bed with Axiu in a leaky thatched cottage, hoping for food and clothing but unable to do so. Life will get better. Cui Che stared at the beam with a firm gaze. I can't wash away my identity as a criminal, but I am just a lifelong tenant. Pei Xiu's words conveyed a hint of frustration. Unlike Cui Che, he was not clear about the overall trend. Cui Che did not explain to Pei Xiu, not to mention Pei Xiu. Even the Northern Zhou Emperor Yuan Yong did not expect the Battle of Qi to be so smooth before sending troops. In the past, the Northern Qi royal family indulged in debauchery, but the nobles were able to serve the country and resist foreign aggression. However, with the successive wrongful killings of people who controlled the military power in Jinyang, such as the king of Lanling Gao Changgong and the Northern Qi pillar Shi Huluguang, the hearts of everyone were completely chilled. The emperor of Northern Qi, Gao Wei, destroyed the Great Wall himself, but Cui Che did not regret it. If Northern Qi did not perish, there would be no good life for him. The howling cold wind outside poured in through the cracks, and under the thin blanket, Cui Che and Pei Xiu hugged each other even tighter, embracing each other for warmth. Thousands of miles away in Jinyang, although the Northern Zhou Emperor Yuan Yong was surprised, he was not satisfied with stopping there. With great ambition, he vowed to end the division in the north since Emperor Xiaowu of Northern Wei, Yuan Xiu, fled to the west in 534 AD. Although not a newcomer, it is still a new book. Young seedlings are seeking collection and recommendation. End of this chapter. Chapter 2. The Turning of Time. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The source has no content or has errors. Chapter 3. Visitors from Yi City. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 3. Visitors from Yi City. The nobleman recognized Cui Che's gentle refusal, but was also helpless. The young man in front of him was no longer a shepherd boy he could handle at will. With a faint sigh in his heart, he finally let go of the idea of marriage. No matter how much he tries to cling to the aristocratic family, he cannot promise his daughter to Pei Xiu and push her into the pit of fire. Pei Xiu, this young man, is good at everything. After all, he has worked for his family for 4 years, and I have watched him grow up, but he just lacks something. The two brothers finally had a full meal, and Pei Xiu looked at the remaining dishes, intending to pack them back, but hesitated for fear that the nobleman would not allow them. However, she was dragged out by Cui Che. Ache. Sigh. After leaving the door, Pei Xiu let out a long sigh and occasionally turned back to look into the yard, still thinking about his leftover food. Cui Che was about to explain when a carriage came speeding from a distance. Young master. An old man emerged from the carriage behind the groom and shouted loudly at Cui Che. Cui Che didn't know anyone who came. When Cui Jishu was punished, the original owner was only 2 years old and couldn't remember many things, but Pei Xiu was very clear. At that time, he was already 9 years old and had already remembered things. The person who came was the trusted steward of his grandfather. He often visited the Cui mansion, but he didn't see this old man surnamed Zhao. His grandfather even asked him to respectfully call him Zhao Wang. Ache. It's Zhao Wang. He's the trusted steward of his ancestors. Pei Xiu clenched Cui Che's hand and exclaimed with joy. No matter how foolish he was, he linked the hospitality of the nobleman today with the arrival of Zhao Wang. He also realized that something must have happened in the Central Plains. Although he didn't know if the Northern Qi Emperor had pardoned them, he could still understand that he and Cui Che could bid farewell to the current difficult days. Cui Che knew that this day would come when he knew his identity, but when someone came to the south to welcome him, he couldn't help but feel excited. The carriage only stabilized when it reached the front, and Zhao Wang jumped down, causing Cui Che to worry about his body and bones. It's so similar, just like when young Master Chongjun was young. Zhao Wang looked at Cui Che's delicate eyebrows and eyes, and couldn't help but sigh. Pei Xiu on the side couldn't wait to interrupt. Zhao Wang, Ache is the son of his uncle, and his appearance should be that of his father Xiao. But why did you come here? Zhao Wang only then remembered the real thing. Young Master Xiu, good news. Great news. Lord Zhou has entered Yi City and issued an edict to treat the head of the household and Mr. Pei favorably, returning their family and property. Before she could finish speaking, Pei Xiu jumped 3 feet high and startled Cui Che and Zhao Wang. The two young masters, please get on the carriage and follow me to Yi City to thank you. The old lady is still waiting for the two of you in Yi City. Zhao Wang urged. We can't leave yet. Cui Che and Pei Xiu exchanged a glance and laughed together, saying. I still have to go pick up my aunt, mother. Cui Zhaorong still doesn't know the news from the Central Plains. She is over 40 years old and still mends for people in Shi Mansion. These years, she has been doing knitting work and saving money to raise Pei Xiu and Cui Che. If she had hoped to earn for Mantu from grazing, the two brothers would have starved to death. Last year, the original owner was infected with a cold wind, and it was Cui Xiaorong who rescued him. Cui Jishu, the father of Cui Xiaorong, had excellent medical skills and never slacked off throughout his life. Even in high positions, he was able to let go of his position and treat the poor. He was both a famous minister and a renowned doctor. Influenced by his father, Cui Xiaorong also read many medical books. Mother. Auntie. The shouting outside alarmed Cui Xiaorong. She worked under dim candlelight all year round, and her vision became very poor. From a distance, she couldn't see the faces of the newcomers clearly, but the voices of her son and nephew were recognized. You two didn't go grazing, why did you come to me? Cui Xiaorong thought the two were lazy and blamed them. I won't graze anymore, I'll never graze again in my life. Auntie, we're going back to the Central Plains. Cui Che held Cui Xiaorong's hand and said happily. She is said to be an aunt, but all these years she has worked hard to raise her. For Cui Che, Cui Xiaorong is no different from her mother. Mother, Lord Zhou has entered Yi City and issued an edict to forgive us. We are here to pick you up and leave. Upon hearing this, Cui Xiaorong's turbid tears slid down the wrinkles on her face. She hugged Cui Che and Pei Xiu tightly and exclaimed excitedly. Okay. Go home. Let's go home. Zhao Wang had just talked to the attendant Shi, and when he arrived at the house, he saw the three of them embracing and crying. Thinking of the changes in the Cui family over the years, he couldn't help but feel sad. Of course, Shi Ren was unwilling to let Cui Xiaorong go. Her aging appearance and lack of affection were one thing, but she was also a match for the Northern Qi court, owned by him, and his private property. Why should she be easily let go? It was not until the noble herders of Cui Che and Pei Xiu testified that the Zhou lord had already obtained the land of Hebei and issued an edict of amnesty that he reluctantly returned Cui Xiaorong's body deed as a concubine, thus clearing the two provinces. Before leaving, Cui Che and Pei Xiu thanked the distinguished person for their care over the years. This gratitude was sincere, especially Cui Che. If he didn't have good intentions, who would hire a 6-year-old boy to herd? They not only gave the two brothers 4 mantu every day, but also provided a shelter. Even if it was shabby, it was also a shelter from wind and rain. The noble person surnamed Yuan, who is said to be a noble person, is actually just a local tycoon in northern Xinjiang. Although it is difficult to recruit a son-in-law and there are regrets left, it can still satisfy Cui Che and Pei Xiu's debt of gratitude. After all, Cui Che is not an ordinary legitimate descendant of the Cui family in Bowling. Among the 3 Cuis in Bowling, Cui Xian died in 559 AD and Cui Ang died in 565 AD. Cui Jishu was undoubtedly the leader of the Cui family in Bowling until he was killed 4 years ago in 573 AD. The carriage headed south, with Zhao Wang and the groom sitting together. Inside the carriage, Cui Che and Pei Xiu were adjacent to Cui Xiaorong, one on the left and one on the right. They talked to her about the interesting stories of their brothers grazing. While wiping away tears, Cui Xiaorong's smile never stopped. On the 7th day of the 3rd month in the 6th year of Jianda in the Northern Zhou Dynasty, 577 AD, Cui Che and his group crossed the Zimo Bridge and arrived outside the city of Yi. Cui Che was taken off the carriage and saw many ruins and buildings. Zhou Lord Yuan Yong lived frugally and looked down upon many magnificent palaces in Yi City. He ordered them to be burned down, causing damage to many towers on the city walls. Even the most magnificent Yi 3 towers, namely Copper Sparrow Terrace, Golden Tiger Terrace, and Ice Well Terrace, built along the city walls, were unable to escape unscathed. Qiji Dongshan, Nanyuan, and Santai can also be destroyed and withdrawn. Through the inspection at the city gate, the carriage drove into Yi City. Cui Che, who had returned to the carriage, couldn't help but lift the curtains and observe the scenery along the street. Pei Xiu also looked on the other side of the carriage. He had lived in Yi City for 9 years, but now that he has returned to his hometown after 4 years, he couldn't help but feel curious and want to see the changes in the city. The city of Yi was first built during the reign of Duke Huan of Qi. The Gao family held power and moved the capital to Yi. More than 400,000 households from Luoyang migrated to this place. In order to accommodate the relocated households, a new city called Yinan was built, which gave rise to today's bustling scene. Cui Che knew from the bottom of his heart that in a few years, this political, economic, military, and cultural center of Hebei province, a millennium-old city, would be set on fire. But this has nothing to do with him. Yi City, I have come to enjoy my blessings. Looking at the scenery outside the window, Cui Che daydreamed. Young seedlings for collection and recommendation. End of this chapter. Chapter 4. Entering Cui Mansion for the first time. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 4. Entering Cui Mansion for the first time, the carriage stopped in front of an imposing mansion, and Zhao Wang shouted to the inside of the carriage. Young master, we're home now. In the spacious carriage, now only Cui Che is left. Since Zhou Lord Yuanyong issued an edict to return his family and property, including the homes of the Cui and Pei families in Yi City, when the carriage passed by Pei Mansion, Cui Zhaorong and Pei Xiu got off the carriage and naturally had to pay respects to the old prince of Pei Mansion before they could visit Cui Mansion. Before Cui Che could leave the carriage, a gatekeeper ran back to the mansion to report. The young master is back. The young master is back. The voice gradually drifted away, and Cui Che was carried off the carriage by Zhao Wang. He himself resisted this approach and felt ashamed, but Zhao Wang was afraid that the 6-year-old master might bump into him. He was the only child in the family. Cui Che looked at the mansion in front of him and saw 3 animal-headed doors open. Under the steps, 2 stone lions were lifelike. Dozens of servants and maidservants rushed out from the east and west corners of the doors, all kneeling and bowing before him, smiling at him. This scene, in stark contrast to the accustomed thatched cottage, made Cui Che feel a bit uncomfortable for a while. But he was only momentarily absent-minded, but he had also seen the world before. He has been to the Forbidden City several times, with a peak season of 60 and a off-season of 40. With a student ID, he can still offer a discount, only charging you 20. The grandeur of Cui Mansion is true, but it cannot compare to the grandeur of the Forbidden City. Let's all get up. A 6-year-old child learns adult manners, but no one dares to mock them. The main gate of Cui Mansion is usually not open, and the entrance and exit are mostly through the east and west corner gates. However, the young master of Cui Mansion has been suffering from sandstorms in northern Xinjiang for 4 years and has finally returned, so he cannot open the main gate to welcome him. Zhao Wang led the way ahead, followed by a group of servants and maidservants behind Cui Che. After all, they were from prestigious families. The servants were well dressed, and the maidservants were dressed in red and green. Of course, Cui Che's attire was not bad, and he had already changed his coarse cloth clothes. Along the way, Zhao Wang bought him a silk dress. Cui Che passed through the hanging flower gate, walked through the handmade corridor, and saw her late grandmother in the hallway. My grandmother's surname is Feng, from the Bohai Feng family, and she is the daughter of Feng Long, a prominent official of the Eastern Wei Dynasty. The Feng family had 2 daughters but no offspring, so although Cui Che's father, Cui Changjun, was not a legitimate son, he, as the illegitimate eldest son, was also regarded by the Feng family as his own. Cui Che, as the youngest son of Cui Changjun and the only male heir in the family, has the reason why the Feng family does not cherish him. The reason for his late arrival is simply that the old man is old and inconvenient to walk, and the Cui Mansion is too large to be welcomed from the backyard, which also takes a lot of time. My dear, I thought I would never see you again in this lifetime. Madame Feng saw Cui Che and looked at his resemblance to her father, Cui Changjun, without any need to ask. She tightly hugged him in her arms and wept with a runny nose and tears. "Grandmother, don't be sad. Isn't the grandson back now? In the future, we should celebrate at grandmother's knee, represent our father and uncle, and be filial to our brothers." Che Guer's comfort made Feng Shi remember his 2 illegitimate sons and a group of grandchildren, caressing Cui Che's little head and crying even more sadly. Cui Che reached out his little hand to wipe away his grandmother's tears. Seeing how well behaved and sensible he was, Madame Feng was filled with joy and couldn't help but mutter, "Good child. Good child." As she spoke, Madame Feng wiped away her tears and stood up, taking Cui Che's hand and saying, "Let's go with my grandmother to pay respects to our ancestors, to pay respects to your grandfather and father, and thank them for blessing you safely on your return." This is a bright ancestral hall, where a group of servants and maids, even trusted officials like Zhao Wen, were left outside. Only Lady Feng and Cui Che knelt under a group of spiritual positions. Madame Feng pointed at the spiritual cards and informed Cui Che of their identities, sharing their life stories. Cui Chezhu can be said to have served as an official for many generations, especially after the reform of Taihe by Emperor Xiaowen of Northern Wei. He took the dross of people and transplanted the 9th rank system to the north. As the saying goes, there are no aristocratic families in the upper class and no aristocratic families in the lower class. As a member of the Cui family in Bowling, who was second only to the 4 surnames of the Han people in the Northern Wei dynasty, it was very simple to serve. Recognizing her ancestors, Madame Feng took out another book. This records the assets of the Cui mansion, which have been accumulated through the hard work of our ancestors throughout history. Cheer, you are still young and will be temporarily kept by your grandmother. When you grow older or become old, you will return them to you. No matter how much he loved his grandson, it was impossible for a 7-year-old child to manage the accounts. Cui Che naturally understood, but he still couldn't suppress his curiosity and opened his big eyes, pretending to be innocent, saying, "Grandmother, can I have a look at the assets at home?" Cheer still recognizes characters. Madame Feng was pleasantly surprised upon hearing this. Her biggest concern is that her grandson went to northern Xinjiang at the age of 2, wasting 4 years there while still worrying about his studies. It should be noted that his grandfather Cui Jishu was knowledgeable in classics and history, skilled in writing and possessing contemporary talents. At the age of 17, he held the position of the head of a state, Bo, and was highly regarded by Gao Chen, the younger brother of Gao Huan. He was the one who was killed alive by Gao Huan for stealing his sister. In law. Gao Chen recommended Cui Jishu to Gao Huan. After a thorough examination, Gao Huan personally checked if there was a vacancy in the position of Cheng Lang and replaced him as the official Lang. His son Gao Cheng, who was 15 years old, went from Jinyang to Yi City to preside over the court, and specially ordered Cui Jishu to assist in the court. No one really thinks that Cui Jishu is just a pimp, right? Taking Cui Xian, one of the 3 Cuis of Bowling, as an example, Gao Huan sent troops to Luoyang after defeating the Zhou family in the Battle of Hanliang. He ordered Cui Xian to assist his brother Gao Chen in guarding Hebei and shook his hand before leaving, saying, "Big men know each other, whether it's old or new. Military affairs are certainly important, and the responsibility of staying behind is not light. My younger brother is young and not skilled in handling things, so all the work in the rear is entrusted to you." Gao Cheng even deliberately acted at a banquet in order to make Cui Xian fight against illegal nobility, causing Cui Xian to compete with him. It was such a prominent figure who, in front of Cui Jishu, held back outsiders and bowed down. "If I could become the Minister of Personnel, it would be all thanks to your kindness, uncle." Cold knowledge, Cui Xian is more than 10 years older than Cui Jishu. The power of our ancestors was so great that now the heavy burden of revitalizing our family business falls on Cui Che, and the old lady naturally has high hopes for him. When grazing in northern Xinjiang, grandchildren always recognize characters with their cousins. Cui Chai's answer made Madame Feng very pleased. She handed the book to Cui Chai and he immediately flipped through it. As I watched, I couldn't help but whisper to myself, wondering if all the officials of our ancestors were focused on seeking land and giving up. How could they accumulate so much wealth? Although it cannot compare to the 240,000 acres of land occupied by the children of Su Jia, the head of the Ming dynasty, there is also 1,000 hectares of fertile land, totaling 50,000 acres. There are countless houses, servants, and surplus wealth. In the past, there were records of the embezzlement of family wealth, but now the emperor has issued an edict to return it, and according to the plan, all of it has been collected. After all, this is a means of kindness used by the Northern Zhou emperor, a political task, and it is related to the top-class aristocrats in the world like the Cui family in bowling. Who dares to take credit for it? Young seedlings for collection and recommendation. End of this chapter. Chapter 5. Feng Family's 6 Sons. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 5. Feng Family's 6 Sons. The ancestors of Cui Chai may have been wronged for their unwavering pursuit of land and shelter, but their ability to accumulate such a large family fortune naturally does not align with integrity. Of course, the overall environment is already like this, no wonder they. Before the implementation of the banless system by Empress Dowager Feng in the Northern Zhou Dynasty, officials did not have salaries and had to make a living. The court did not pay salaries, so they had to find their own solutions. But in fact, the ones who truly rely on salary to make a living are those petty officials, Han Chinese who were able to hold official positions before the Taihe reform of Emperor Xiaowen. None of them were born into aristocratic families, not to mention wealthy individuals, but also had considerable family wealth. The so-called court not paying salaries is just an excuse for their corruption. After the implementation of the banless system, it was stipulated that those who embezzled a piece of cloth and silk would die, and within 1 year, 44 officials below the rank of governor were killed on charges of corruption, including Li Hongji, the uncle of Emperor Xiaowen who had not yet taken power. After being personally interrogated and executed by Emperor Xiaowen, the officialdom atmosphere changed. However, the good times did not last long. With the death of Emperor Xiaowen, especially after the death of his son Emperor Xuanwu Yuanku, the Empress Dowager who remained in power, indulging in debauchery in the palace and causing rapid corruption in the court. By the time the Erzhu clan seized power by force, the banless system had already become a thing of the past. In the early days of Gao's reign, the father and son of Gao Huan and Gao Qing would still crack down on corruption. However, when Gao Qing was assassinated and Northern Qi was established, apart from Gao Huan's 6th son, Gao Yan, who was not considered cruel, Gao Yang, Gao Zhan, and Gao Wei emerged as models of benevolent rulers. How could the officialdom improve? Otherwise, with the population and wealth of Kanto being twice that of Kansai, without these benevolent rulers and wise officials, how could Northern Qi perish quickly and only have 28 years of national sovereignty? Cui Chai sighed and respectfully returned the account book to his grandmother's hand. Before the ancestors and grandchildren could have a chance to talk more, a servant outside the temple reported that it was a young master who came to visit. Cui Chai thought it was Pei Xiu who came to visit him, but he was still wondering why his aunt didn't come with him. When he came to the main hall with Madame Feng, he was greatly disappointed to see the person who came. He didn't recognize any of the 6 people in the hall. Say goodbye to my aunt. 6 people saw Lady Feng and quickly bowed. They turned out to be descendants of the Bohai Feng family, the sons of the brothers of the old Lady Feng. Upon hearing that Cui Chai had returned to the mansion, they came to meet as cousins. It was only after reporting their names that Cui Chai found out that except for the youngest person who had not been given the courtesy name, the other 5 people were all known by their courtesy name. Among the 6 people, 2 were painted by Fengzi, the eldest son of Feng Long, and were granted the title of Baogai and Baoxiang. The other 4 were produced by Feng Zixio, the second son of Feng Long, including Feng Dirun, Feng Diyu, Feng Deru, and Feng Luan, who was only 9 years old. The name Feng Luan was not familiar to Cui Che, but it did not prevent him from inferring from his age that this was Feng Dai, the future prime minister of the Tang dynasty, who held the position of right assistant minister of the imperial secretariat. Cui Che didn't rush to curry favor either. Firstly, the reputation of this Dai title was not good. Secondly, would it be great to become the right assistant minister of the imperial secretariat in the future? His grandfather Cui Jishu served as the left assistant minister of the imperial secretariat in northern Qi, both of whom were second-class officials. Of course, they are all servants, but there is also a difference. In the Tang dynasty, because Li Shimin, the two phoenixes, once served as a Shangshu Ling, there was no Shangshu Ling position, and left and right servants were appointed as prime ministers. The Northern Qi dynasty did not have this rule, so Cui Jishu only added special advances and was as polite as a prime minister, but he did not sit in the position of prime minister. The 6 uncles are all dignified, especially Feng Luan, who is only 1 step behind Cui Che. No wonder they will be favored by Yang Su in the future and recruited as Sun.in.law. In addition to their exceptional intelligence, they also have a good appearance. Madame Feng intends to bring Cui Che and her nephews closer together, so that she can have some support in the future. After all, no matter how prominent her ancestors were in the past, in the end, Cui Mansion now only has her as an old woman and grandson to rely on. During the conversation, although the 6 sons of the Feng family were surprised by Cui Che's early intelligence, they remembered that he had grown up in northern Xinjiang since childhood and had suffered a lot. Early maturity was also normal, and their 9-year-old brother Feng Luan had already shown wisdom at Cui Che's age, so there was no big fuss. Cui Che also gained some understanding of the situation of the Feng family while insinuating. Feng Longji and his eldest son, Feng Zixio, had already passed away. His second son, Feng Zixio, went out of the town of Huizhou, Huishan, Anhui, a few years ago and was captured by the southern Qin general Wu Mingche. They were sent to Yangzhou and have since been isolated from their families. Everyone was chatting happily when a servant reported that Cui Xiaorong and Pei Xiu had paid their respects at the mansion. Upon hearing this, Cui Che was overjoyed and confessed his guilt to the 6 cousins. He immediately ran out of the mansion to greet them. Upon hearing her daughter return to the mansion, Lady Feng naturally became excited, but she still explained to her 6 nephews for Cui Che. Cheer is lonely in northern Xinjiang, thanks to the care of Xiaorong and Xiu'er to grow up. Feng Luan, the youngest, smiled and said. The crow feeds back, the lamb kneels and suckles, the animals are natural, let alone humans. Although Ake is young, he knows kindness and righteousness. His nephew congratulates his aunt. The other 5 people also congratulated one after another. Madame Feng had a stronger smile on her face as she waved her hand and said. How long can I live at my age, and I don't expect Che heir to be filial. I only hope he can shine on his family in the future. I have nothing more to ask for, old lady. Upon hearing this, Feng Diran, the eldest son of Feng Zixio, said. Auntie has a long and happy life, and Ake is naturally intelligent. He will definitely be able to see him personally to comfort his ancestors. After speaking for a moment, he said again. Ake is now at the age of 7, which should also be the age for entering school. I wonder if Aunt has a Confucian scholar who is interested. Madame Feng said indifferently. I haven't thought about it yet, but there are many Confucian scholars and beginners in Hebei, and there are many who can be regarded as good teachers. The eldest son, Feng Baogai, who was drawn by Feng Zihua, interjected. Does Auntie intend to let Ake stay in Hebei for education? Madame Feng was puzzled and asked in response. Do you still have to leave your hometown? Feng Dirun sighed and said. Gao Shi established righteousness in Hebei, so many of the people who held important positions were talented people from Hebei. Now that the Zhou Lord is west and east, if we don't study abroad in Guangzhou, there won't be any place for us in the court in the future. Madame Feng hesitated for a moment. Of course, she knew that the so-called study tours of the aristocratic children were mainly about making connections, and she also understood the truth that Feng Dirun said. Once a emperor, once a courtier, the scholars of Hebei could no longer maintain the status of the Eastern Wei and Northern Qi dynasties, and were destined to be suppressed by the officials of Guanzhongshi. But Cui Che is only 7 years old, how can she trust her grandson to travel far away? Seemingly aware of his aunt's concerns, Feng Dirun comforted him by saying, "My younger brother will be going to Guangzhong to study next month, which is suitable for Ake and Axiu to accompany him. Axiu is now 13 years old and has spent 4 years on the border, so we should cherish it even more." Upon hearing his words, Madame Feng was already moved. Pei Xiu had honed her skills in northern Xinjiang for 4 years, and it seemed that she had also gained a sense of responsibility. Feng Luan was known for his intelligence since childhood and was better able to take care of her grandchildren. "I will inquire about Cheer's feelings about this matter and then discuss it with Madame Pei. It should be like this." Today, the 6 sons of the Feng family came to visit, and besides visiting, they also had the idea of having Cui Che, Pei Xiu, and Feng Luan study together in Guangzhong, especially Cui Che. The reason why the Cui family in Bowling is known as a top-class aristocrat is that compared to the Bohai Fengshi, there were people holding high positions in both the Northern Zhou and Northern Qi regimes. How can one make connections when traveling to Guangzhong for a study tour without being introduced by high-ranking officials? If you really want to study, can't you still find a competent teacher in the vast Hebei province? Seeking collection and recommended tickets. End of this chapter. Chapter 6. Unable to sleep at night. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 6. Unable to sleep at night in times of chaos. It is not new for aristocrats to bet on each other. If one path really leads to darkness, how can there be a sect that has not collapsed for hundreds of years? In the Northern Qi dynasty, the Cui family in Bowling was represented by the 3 Cuis, who elevated the clan's prestige to be on par with the Cui family in Qinghe. Today, during the Northern Zhou Dynasty, Cui Xianyu, who came from the second house and was appointed as a junior minister and a grand general in charge of the founding ceremony, took on the important role of clan leader after Cui Jishu. Little Situ is the deputy of Big Situ, who is in charge of the national land, mu of land, population registered residents, and the collection of tribute and taxes according to the grade of land, which is why Cui Che successfully recovered 50,000 mu of fertile land. According to generations, Che Gur was called Uncle Cui Xianyu. His great-grandfather Cui Yuji was the younger brother of Cui Ting, the grandfather of Cui Xianyu. The so-called younger brother refers to the younger generation of his uncle's descendants. The brothers of the Feng family encouraged Madame Feng to let Cui Che accompany Feng Luan to study in Guangzhong, which was the intention to make friends with Cui Xianyu through Cui Che. Cui Che was not aware of the conversation in the hall. Guided by his servants, he finally walked out of the mansion and saw Cui Zhaorong and Pei Xiu's mother and son waiting outside for information. Auntie. Cousin. Cui Che couldn't conceal her surprise in her heart. With her short legs running fast, she threw her head into Cui Zhaorong's arms. The 3 of them had a conversation outside the mansion, and then went into the mansion with Cui Che. They met the brothers of the Feng family on the corridor. It turned out that they didn't want to disturb the meeting between Madame Feng and Cui Zhaorong's mother and daughter. After explaining their purpose, they said goodbye. Cui Zhaorong chatted with her cousins for a few words, and then asked Pei Xiu to bow to the 6 uncles. She hurriedly paid her respects to her mother and bid them farewell. In the reception hall, Madame Feng and the mother and daughter of Cui Zhaoyi embraced each other and wept, the mournful cries moving people's hearts. Looking at her daughter's eyes even more cloudy than her own, she recalled her grandson mentioning that his aunt worked tirelessly to mend and raise him day and night. Lady Feng burst into tears and choked up, saying, "You've worked hard these years. My daughter is not suffering, and it's not too late to be happy to see her mother again in this life, and to see Sui and Chair escape from the bitter cold. Cui Zhaorong wiped away her tears and smiled. Madame Feng tightly grasped her daughter's hand and looked at Pei Xiu beside her, thinking to herself. What a good child, but he suffered that kind of punishment. Thinking like this, my heart feels sour again. On that day, Cui Zhaorong and Pei Xiu had dinner at Cui Mansion, and Cui Che specifically instructed Madame Feng to prepare lamb hot pot for the kitchen. While waiting for the meal, Madame Feng mentioned the study tour mentioned by the Feng brothers and asked Cui Che for her thoughts. Cui Che didn't expect his grandmother to still care about his opinion as a 7-year-old child, feeling respected and making him feel closer to Lady Feng in his heart. He does have a plan to study in Guangzhou, mainly to avoid the chaos that will occur in Hebei 3 years later. He had originally planned to enjoy 2 more years of happiness in the mansion before setting off, but the brothers from the Feng family had a point. Xiu was already 13 years old, and the good age to study was delayed in northern Xinjiang, so he couldn't delay any longer. Presumably, Madame Pei would be persuaded to let Xiu and Feng Luan, also known as Feng Dei, travel together. After all, he and himself both shoulder the mission of revitalizing their family business. Even if Pei Xiu cannot bear children, he can still inherit his bloodline from his clan, and there is no possibility of allowing him to be spoiled. After thinking about it, Cui Che felt that he would have to go to Guangzhou sooner or later to avoid trouble. It was better for him to go with Xiu and Feng Dei, and they should also take care of each other. Moreover, he was not good at interpersonal communication, and having Feng Dei as a human spirit could save a lot of things. Grandmother, the child feels that the uncle's words are reasonable. Although they are reluctant to part ways with grandmother, as a grandfather's bloodline, they should strive forward and restore the glory of their ancestors. Madame Feng naturally couldn't have followed her to Guangzhou, such a large family business must be guarded by someone. Chair's determination to learn is firm, and my old body is also pleased. However, Chair doesn't need to worry. I will discuss with Mrs. Pei tomorrow and then make a decision. Grandmother, how about I go to Pei Mansion with you tomorrow? Madame Feng asked in response. When did I say I was going to the Pei Mansion? Didn't you say you wanted to discuss with Madame Pei? Cui Che was puzzled and said, it's impossible to call Mrs. Pei to Chui's mansion. It's a bit impolite. Cui Zhaorong beside her couldn't help but laugh and said. Chair, thanks to your Majesty's grace, we are able to achieve today. Now that we have returned to Yi City, we should express our gratitude in person. Miansheng. Cui Che murmured and immediately felt uplifted. He was curious about Yu Wenyong, who, as a puppet, killed the Prime Minister and personally opened the head of Yu Wenhu. His literary and martial arts skills were truly impressive. Especially the imperial edict made him have a favorable impression of this emperor. Regardless of whether it was a political show of soliciting people's hearts or not, if it weren't for Yu Wenyong's pardon, he would still be herding sheep in northern Xinjiang. Chair, when I see the emperor tomorrow, I must lose my manners in front of the emperor. Madame Feng warned. Cui Che has not received any etiquette training from aristocratic children, and Madame Feng is not at ease with this, fearing that he may provoke the emperor. Grandma, don't worry. I learned from my cousin, and my grandson will do whatever he does. Cui Che finished speaking and frowned at Pei Xiu. After dinner, Cui Zhaorong and Pei Xiu's mother and son were sent out of the mansion by Cui Che's grandparents and grandchildren. Pei Xiu turned back 3 times in one step, and finally got on the carriage and disappeared at the end of the street while Cui Che waved goodbye. Returning to the mansion, Madame Feng had already arranged a residence for Cui Che, which was the courtyard of her father Cui Changjun back then. Cui Che looked at the elegantly decorated room, which was vastly different from the once thatched cottage, but he still lost sleep. He tossed and turned in bed, feeling like something was missing. Isn't it just the lack of Pei Xiu's snoring and rumbling in her stomach? He and Pei Xiu were used to sharing the same bed, even though they were picked up by Zhao Wang and headed south, both of them slept together along the way. Now, suddenly, they were sleeping alone, and it was strange to be able to fall asleep. Coincidentally, in the Pei mansion, Pei Xiu also lay in bed inside. How can I sleep without aches grinding teeth? The next morning, Cui Che, who had finally fallen asleep, was awakened by the old lady Feng, who sent someone to wake him up. He was still confused and didn't know how the maids dressed and changed his clothes. Even having breakfast with my grandmother and occasionally dozing off. I'm afraid the young master has changed his environment and hasn't gotten used to it yet. He didn't sleep well last night. The trusted nanny who served beside the old lady covered her mouth and smiled. Madame Feng also feels sorry for her grandson, but she has already made an agreement with the Pei family to express gratitude today, and time cannot be delayed. Chair, don't doze off. Hurry up and have breakfast before washing your face. Yes, grandmother. Cui Chichiang responded with a strong spirit. At this moment, Cui Che no longer had the excitement of the face saint, and he just wanted to have a good night's sleep. Seeking collection and recommended tickets. End of this chapter. Chapter 7. Leaving Yi and returning home, 4000. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The source has no content or has errors. Chapter 8. Zhou Zhu's destruction of Buddha. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 8. Zhou Zhu's destruction of Buddha. The team of Cui's family returning home is certainly not as grand as the emperor's travel, but because the old lady Feng wants to move to Bowling, she also calls for servants and shadows gather. The convoy left Xiangzhou and crossed a corner of Zhaozhou to the northwest, arrived in Dingzhou, then passed through Jiulu County, and finally entered the territory of Bowling County. The location of Bowling County has been repeatedly changed in history. During the Northern Zhou Dynasty, the capital was located in Raoyang, now Raoyang, Hengshui, Hebei, County. After the downfall of Northern Qi, it was moved to Cui Che's hometown, Anping, now Anping, Hengshui, Hebei, County. Before entering the city, Cui Che lifted the curtain and saw many dressed figures gathered at the west gate of Anping from a distance. Are these people all here to welcome us? Cui Che turned to his grandmother and asked. Madame Feng glanced at her and smiled, saying. Not only the third room, but also the other 6 rooms have people coming. Even though San Cui has passed away, everyone sees their contribution to the entire Cui family in Bowling. Among the 3 Cuis, Cui Jishu was the leader. Although he was the youngest, he held the highest official position, had the highest seniority, and had the closest relationship with Gao Cheng. The Cui family of Bowling quickly rose during Gao Cheng's 14 years of governing the Eastern Zhou Dynasty, and was able to stand side by side with the Cui family of Qinghe. As a leader of the clan, Cui Jishu led the Cui family in Bowling to ascend to the top class. As his only bloodline, it is not surprising that Cui Che received such treatment upon his return home. Chair, help me get off the car. There was still a short distance from the west gate, so Madame Feng took Cui Che off the car and walked. People of all ages at the city gate also rushed over. When everyone met, there was a scene of joy and harmony. Cui Che, guided by his grandmother, also bowed to the elders. There are also awkward moments, such as an elderly man with white hair in the third room bowing to Cui Che and calling him uncle, which leaves Cui Che at a loss and unsure of how to respond to this old nephew. Of course, the 7 members of the Cui family were not limited to the dozens gathered at the city gate. These were only some of the legitimate members of the family, and more of them spread their branches and leaves, serving as officials in various places, while the other branches and commoners did not have the qualifications to come and welcome them. In a clan, if there is a legitimate lineage, there will naturally be collateral branches. If it were not for the old lady who had no legitimate children and encountering unexpected events, as the descendants of the illegitimate eldest son Cui Changjun, Cui Che and his descendants should also be included in the collateral branches. The resources of the family are undoubtedly inclined towards the legitimate lineage, and it is a common principle to look at the world. However, top aristocrats such as the Chui family in bowling value reputation the most and often provide assistance to impoverished collateral members of the family, arranging their livelihoods. Of course, Chui Che was warmly accepted by the clan because Chui Jishu's family property was confiscated by the government rather than divided among the clan members. Without any disputes over interests, no one wanted to greet him with a smile. After all, although Chui Jishu was a minister of Qi, he was posthumously awarded the position of Grand General of Keifuitong and Governor of Dingzhou by the Northern Zhou Dynasty. After dealing with a group of clan elders, I finally entered the city. Before I could catch my breath, I was taken to the ancestral temple by my grandmother and a group of clan elders. This is a tall temple, where the elderly lady stops outside and only Chui Che and her elders come in to pay their respects. In the era of male superiority and female inferiority, ancestral halls were the holy shrine for men. Here, men made decisions on important matters within the clan, punished those who violated clan rules, and offered ancestral tablets for worship. The only possibility for women to enter this place was to violate clan rules and come here to receive punishment. Chui Che looked at the densely packed altar and also found the spiritual tablets of his grandfather Chui Jishu, father Chui Changjun, and uncle Chui Jingxian. My grandfather's plaque is a bit old, but my father and uncle's plaque are very new. After a moment of contemplation, Chui Che also understood. Although Chui Jishu died for treason, it is widely known that he was defamed. However, Chui Changjun and Chui Jingxian were indeed involved, and the central plains of the temple originally only enshrined Chui Jishu's spiritual position. And when the Northern Zhou Dynasty conquered Qi, the Zhou Lord pardoned him. Moreover, Chui Changjun and others created a rebellion against Northern Qi, so they were also welcomed into the ancestral hall with a new plaque. With the official position of Chui Changjun as a right foreign military officer, even if he is just an illegitimate eldest son, he is qualified to enter the temple for worship. After paying homage to his ancestors and sages, Chui Che was finally able to get rid of this group of clan elders. He returned to his ancestral home in the city with his grandmother, and under the fatigue of the journey, his 6-year-old body was already exhausted, and after a lot of social interaction, he was even more exhausted. Madame Feng originally planned to go on a tour of the manor and fields outside the city this afternoon, but seeing that Chui Che was really tired, she also sent someone to pass on the message and continue to patrol outside the city tomorrow. The next morning, Chui Che, who had slept well, was full of energy and had breakfast. She and her grandmother took a group of servants and maids out. As the county seat, Anping cannot compare to the prosperity of Yi City, the first city in Hebei province. The bustling scene created by street vendors and passers-by is no match. With just a few steps, Chui Che would be able to meet his clan members or elders. He would have to bow first, or his juniors would have to follow their etiquette, which is really troublesome. Arriving outside a Buddhist temple, one could only see that the area was surrounded by people. The noise and commotion of the crowd caused the county magistrate officials who were reading the political order in front of the temple to interrupt and shout loudly. Everyone is quiet. The destruction of the law was personally issued by His Majesty. If you have any objections, you can go to Chang'an to defend yourself with the emperor. Outside the crowd, Madame Feng lamented. Since then, it has been very difficult for Shi Jia to succeed. Chui Che knew that Lady Feng had always believed in Buddhism since she suffered a great change, and the so-called imperial decree to destroy Buddhism was the Northern Zhou Emperor Wu Yu Wenyong's event, which was one of the 3 martial arts and 1 sex efforts to destroy Buddhism. In times of chaos, the people suffered greatly but were unable to change. The reincarnation advocated by Buddhism catered to the needs of the people, allowing them to place their hopes in the afterlife. With the strong support of rulers, Buddhism flourished again after the destruction of Buddhism by Emperor Taiwu of Northern Wei, Tuoba Tao. Buddhism flourished, and the economy of temples also prospered. They occupied a large amount of land, but monks did not bear the burden of corvée and taxes, which seriously affected the national fiscal revenue and the source of soldiers. Yu Wenyong saw this and established the order of the three religions in the second year of Jianda, 573 AD, with Confucianism as the first and Taoism as the second, and Buddhism as the lowest. The following year, he began to discuss the destruction of Buddhism and ordered the prohibition of the two religions. In addition to the eradication of Buddhism, Taoism and various folk religions were also banned. Now that the Northern Zhou Dynasty is united, the west wind that extinguishes Buddhism has also blown to Hebei. Due to the fact that the population and wealth of Northern Qi were far greater than those of Northern Zhou, the Buddhist wealth and number of monks and nuns in Northern Qi were even more astonishing. The Northern Zhou Dynasty, which occupies a fertile land, has a total population of over 20 million, while there are over 2 million monks and nuns in the country. In Yi City alone, there are 47 royal temples built by the Eastern Wei Dynasty, more than 20 royal temples built by the Northern Zhou Dynasty, and more than 4,000 small and medium-sized Buddhist temples, gathering more than 80,000 monks and nuns. According to the record of Jialan in Luoyang, there were more than 1,300 Buddhist temples in Luoyang during the Northern Wei Dynasty. However, compared to the more than 4,000 temples in Yi City, it can only be said that a small witch sees a big witch. Compared to Yu Wenyong's destruction of Buddhism during the Northern Zhou Dynasty and his abundant national strength, the Northern Zhou Dynasty allowed 1/10 of the country's population to become monks and nuns, which is a stark contrast. Seeking collection and recommended tickets. End of this chapter. Chapter 9. Inspection of Fields and Homes. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 9 Inspection of Fields and Homes. Madame Feng was just a sigh of emotion, as the destruction of the Buddha in Guangzhou had been going on for several years, which was somewhat predictable. But Cui Che didn't take it seriously. At most, when he saw a temple to worship, he wanted peace of mind. There was no firm belief. He used the Marxist-Leninist courses in university to catch up on his sleep, and he could pass the open book exam no matter how hard he tried. The group did not delay much in the city and went straight out of the city, away from the official road. Madame Feng pointed to the fields on both sides of the country road, which were clearly marked by paths but not visible to the naked eye, and proudly said, "Chair, this is the industry that our ancestors have accumulated for you." The numbers that fell on the paper may not have an intuitive feeling, but upon seeing this 1,000 hectares of land, Cui Che couldn't help but exclaim in surprise, thinking to himself, "My ancestors who served as officials may have been too concerned about their families." Just as Cui Che was amazed, the busy tenants in the fields also saw them and their group. Although they didn't recognize Cui Che, they recognized Lady Feng. The tenants put down their agricultural tools and rushed to the shore of the fields to pay their respects. "I've seen my mistress. Say goodbye to the mistress." Madame Feng smiled and said, "No need for extra courtesy." Speaking, he summoned Cui Che to himself and introduced him to the crowd. Tenants, also known as young masters or young gentlemen, all bowed to him. This trip out of the city was meant to give recognition to the tenants, and also gave Cui Che a sense of the industry under his name. Cui Che greeted the tenants with a smile on his face. The group of people in front of him had dark skin, dirty soil all over them, and a small number of them even emitted a strong sweat odor because they had just been working in the fields. But Cui Che did not feel any discomfort. Not long ago, his situation was not much worse than that of the tenants, and even his life was not as good as theirs. In the original time and space, Cui Che was only born into an ordinary working-class family, with an older sister above her. However, as a younger brother in the family, she was somewhat delicate, but after living in northern Xinjiang for a period of time, that bit of charm had long been worn away. Because of his experience of herding sheep, Cui Che would not hold a lofty attitude and scrutinize the tenant farmers who created wealth for him. He patiently listened to the tenant farmers reporting their names and origins, inquiring about their living conditions, hearing interesting things, and laughing with everyone. The tenant farmers of the Cui family all felt that this young man was kind and didn't have much airs, and he would definitely be a good host who cared for the tenants in the future. In fact, the exploitation of tenants by the entire Chui family was not particularly severe. After all, if the tenants were treated too harshly, not to mention that they had fled and no one cultivated land, it would not be pleasant to spread their reputation. Madame Feng watched her 6-year-old grandson leisurely chatting with the tenant farmers and thought to herself that her 4 years of experience in northern Xinjiang had indeed made him precocious in nature, which was a good thing no matter what. Now it was the busy time of spring farming, and Cui Che did not continue to delay the tenant farmers. He followed his grandmother to the countryside estate. Surrounding the estate are the houses of tenants, and Cui Che roughly estimates that there are at least 1,000 households, all of which can be considered a large village. The middle-aged man in front of the door may have been the steward staying on the estate, waiting outside the door long ago. But it was only through the name Cui Che that he realized it was his own great-grandfather's illegitimate lineage. The middle-aged man had the surname Cui, with a single name of one character, and according to his generation, Cui Che was called the clan uncle. Upon careful consideration, it is also true that if it were not for relatives who have not yet left their fifth attire, they would not have obtained the position of estate manager. On second thought, they were all descendants of their great-grandfather. However, due to the difference between their legitimate and illegitimate families, one was a prestigious young man with a wealth of thousands, while the other had to work under the other's command, which was truly regrettable. But this is also something that cannot be done. If we really want to do something similar to a Thanksgiving order, let the legitimate and illegitimate children share the family property together, how can we prosper? As a traveler, Cui Che understands the principle of concentrating efforts to accomplish great things. There is no need for Cui Lu to guide the way. Madame Cui is familiar with this manner. Although Cui Jishu has been an official in Yi City for many years, he occasionally visits his hometown in Anping. Cui Che followed his grandmother into the manor, which was a 3-in house, similar to the old houses of Yi City and Anping. The front yard was the residence and house of servants and maids. But the difference is that the middle courtyard is the residence of the host family, along with the reception hall, while the back courtyard is the workshop, kitchen, and place for raising livestock. On the right side of the estate is a garden, where vegetables are grown. On the left side is a fish pond, and there is also a fruit forest behind. Cui Che ran the entire estate around and thought to himself, "This is actually a good place for retirement." That night, the estate held a banquet to entertain the nearby tenants, all arranged in advance by the old lady Feng. It can be considered as the first time Cui Che, as the head of the household, appeared and showed kindness to everyone. As a homeowner, it is important to maintain a good relationship with the tenants. If something really happens, they will flock together. Of course, except for the crime of rebellion committed by Cui Jishu, Cui Changjun, and their father and son, it is a foolish thing to be a tenant farmer, and there is no need to risk one's life. The next day, there was a gust of wind and rain. Although spring rain is as expensive as oil, it refers to gentle winds and drizzle. The rain outside was heavier than the day Yiping asked her father for money, and it also made Che Gu, one of the largest landlords in Bowling County, look worried, afraid that it would drown the seedlings in the field in a few more days. Fortunately, the heavy rain ended at night. Cui Che found her grandmother and suggested taking Miao Rong, Zhao Wan, and a group of servants to visit Dingzhou City. Madame Feng watched as the agreed departure date with the Feng and Pei families approached day by day, and she agreed to let Cui Che have a good time in the remaining time. But Che Gu'er wanted to try his luck in the city of Dingzhou and see if he could meet with the general manager of Dingzhou, Yang Jian. He had no other intention but to know if he was really like what is described in history, with 5 bags on his forehead. No, there were 5 pillars on his forehead. At this moment, Yang Jian, who was deeply in Cui Che's mind, was worried in the headquarters of Dingzhou City. Of course, he did not have the magnificent appearance depicted in historical books, otherwise he would have been slaughtered by Yuan Yong long ago. After all, there is another saying in the book about this appearance, called Longyan. At the age of 30.6, Yang Jian did not have a so called dragon face, but he was also born with a dignified appearance. This time, when he went to pastoral Dingzhou, his wife and children stayed at his home in Chang'an. He was alone, but there were no accompanying concubines in the mansion. The reason why I can resist loneliness is that my family has jealous wives. Yang Jian's wife's name is Dugu Jialua, and she is Dugu Xian's seventh daughter. Yang Jian's fear and respect for his wife are largely due to his father Yang Zhong's background as a subordinate of Dugu Xian. Of course, today Yang Jian is not worried about his wife being too dominant. After living together for so many years, he has long been accustomed to it. But rather for the situation of Crown Prince Yuan Yun. As the father of the Crown Princess, Yang Jian and Yuan Yun both suffered losses and prospered, but unfortunately, the Crown Prince's life is very difficult now. Seeking collection and recommended tickets. End of this chapter. Chapter 10. Youth Travel. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 10 Youth Travel. To be precise, the 19-year-old eldest son of the emperor, Yuan Zhu, has been in a difficult situation since he was registered as Crown Prince 5 years ago. His father, Yuan Yong, was known for his martial arts skills and was considered a hero. He had strict requirements for his successor and had sent people to monitor Yuan Yong's words and actions. If his actions were slightly wrong, he would be punished with sticks and whips. Yuan Yong was very devoted to the education of the Crown Prince, but as the Crown Prince of a country, Yuan Yong never met his requirements. When assaulting the Crown Prince once, Yuan Yong even threatened. Since ancient times, there have been many deposed princes. Can't my other sons be considered princes? Not only Yuan Yong was dissatisfied with Crown Prince Yuan Yi, but even the courtiers looked down upon him. Wang Gui, the trusted minister of Yuan Yong, once privately discussed with the young imperial censor Hirobi, believing that the Crown Prince Yuan Yong could not shoulder the heavy responsibility of the state. However, when he finally suggested to the emperor to change the Crown Prince, Hirobi hesitated and retreated, renaming himself as the unheard-of prince. But Wang Gui was not discouraged. He claimed to be devoted to his country. At a banquet on the way back to Chang'an to serve the emperor, Wang Gui poured wine and took the opportunity to toast Yuan Yong, touching the emperor's beard and lamenting. A lovely and good husband, but hates his descendants' weak ears. It's not a matter of a day or two for Wang Gui to encourage Yi Chu, but the news that came back made Yang Jian worried, but it was the emperor's reaction. It is said that Yuan Yong was deeply impressed by Wang Gui's words and constantly borrowed wine to alleviate his worries. This is a dangerous signal. If it weren't for his second son Yuan Zhan, the Crown Prince's younger brother, who is on par with his older brother, he would have no talent or virtue, while the other 5 sons are too young. I'm afraid Yuan Yong would have started to depose the Crown Prince. Once the Crown Prince is deposed, Yang Jian, as his father-in-law, will not be able to please him. Don't be fooled by what Wang Gui said about his lovely and good husband, just think that Yuan Yong is really an old man. He is only 35 years old now, in his prime. Nowadays, it is only when the princes are young that Yuan Yong is temporarily allowed to remain in the position of Crown Prince. If in 10 years, the other 5 princes come of age one after another, anyone who can comply with the wishes of the emperor and rely on Yuan Yong's authority to depose him is just a matter of words. Yang Jian was worried that in the future, if the father-in-law of the country could not succeed, he would become a bad person both inside and outside the new ruler's dynasty due to the abolition of his position as the Crown Prince's father-in-law. Wang Gui is truly despicable. He is not someone who can interfere with the affairs of the emperor's family. Yang Jian slammed the table and desk fiercely, angrily saying, "Whether the Crown Prince of a country is considered a domestic or national matter depends on which side he sits on. For Yang Jian, if the courtiers propose to abolish the Crown Prince, it would be a matter of the emperor's family, and foreign ministers should not interfere. If the emperor proposed, it would be a matter of state, and we need to discuss with all the courtiers. We cannot have a holy heart dictatorship. The solemn and dignified man accompanying Yang Jian spoke out to comfort him. The crown prince is the foundation of the country, how can he be so easy? Wang Gui's reckless discussion of the throne is just a way to die. The solemn and dignified man was born burly, and at first glance, he was a brave and outstanding person. His name was Li Yuantong, from the Li family in Longxi, but he was an illegitimate child. His father, Li Jing, was originally a subordinate of Yang Jian's deceased father, Yang Zhong. He had an affair with a servant named Black Girl in Yang Zhong's mansion. The Black Girl gave birth to a son, Li Yuantong, but Li Jing regarded him as a stain on his life and refused to accept this son. Li Yuantong, like Zhao Wen beside Cui Che, became the only child of the Yang family. He worked as a servant in the Yang family since childhood. Yang Zhong knew about Li Yuantong's illegitimate son status and did not treat him as an ordinary servant. When Yang Jian was young, he would entertain guests and always let Li Yuantong supervise the kitchen. Due to Li Yuantong's dignified personality, he was deeply respected by the servants in the mansion, and Yang Jianqi was also respected. He believed that he could hold a great position, so he trusted Li Yuantong as his confidant. Perhaps it was Li Yuantong's consolation that had an effect, or perhaps it was Yang Jian's clear understanding of whether the position had changed or not. Only in the heart of the emperor, even if he worried about graying his hair, it was of no use. In short, he put the crown prince's situation aside and instead cared about Li Yuantong's private affairs. We have known each other since childhood, named master and servant, but we are actually companions. If needed, I can send you a letter to General Li. Yang Jian intended to make peace between Li Yuantong and his father Li Jing, but Li Yuantong remained calm and said, "The head of the household is kind, and I am grateful and tearful. However, General Li has made many contributions in the Battle of Qi, and he was honored by the three departments. At a time when he was in high spirits, I still did not want to disturb his interest. Moreover, although my surname was Li, I grew up in the Yang mansion from a young age and had long regarded it as a family. I had no intention of visiting the Li mansion again, which made people unhappy." Yang Jian sighed inwardly that Li Jing was a former member of his deceased father and had a deep friendship with the Yang family, while Li Yuantong was the arm he relied on. He was originally a father and son, but the situation was so intense that it truly made people sigh with regret. The next morning, with the approval of his grandmother, Cui Che instructed Zhao Wen to find his uncle Cui to prepare the carriage. After having breakfast, he bid farewell to his grandmother and led Miao Rong and a group of servants out of the estate. "How is it an open top?" Looking at the open-air carriage waiting outside the door, Cui Che said in confusion. Cui Lu saw that after yesterday's rain, the sky was filled with sunset. As the saying goes, the morning sun did not go out, and the sunset sun traveled thousands of miles. He saw that today was a good day and specially prepared an open-air carriage for Che Gu. At this moment, seeing that he was unhappy, he called on his servant to change the carriage for the young gentleman, but Cui Che said again, "It's okay, there's no need to work hard to exchange. I am young and don't have many enemies. Sitting in an open-top car, I am not as foolish as Kennedy." Looking at the sunrise on the horizon, Cui Che, who had just finished a bowl of big bone soup for breakfast, thought to herself, "It's also good to bask in more sunlight to promote calcium absorption and facilitate growth." The middle-aged and elderly servant wanted to carry Cui Che onto the carriage, but he firmly refused. "It's too shameful," Miao Rong is still watching from the side. The coachman put down the footstool, and Cui Che was helped onto the carriage. He then turned around and reached out his hand to Miao Rong, saying, "Come on up. How can a servant ride with a young man?" Miao Rong glanced at the people around her and hesitated. Cui Che didn't take it seriously and smiled, saying, "The journey is long, if you get tired from walking, who will serve me?" Cui Lu on the side spoke up and advised. "Little Lang, with some kindness, Miss Miao Rong, please get on the car. Miarong finally grabbed Cui Che's outstretched hand, stepped on the footstool, boarded the car and sat with Cui Che, feeling the envious gaze of the servants and maids around her. Miarong's face also turned red. "Zhao Wen, why don't you come up too?" Upon hearing the words, the little book boy chuckled and responded, but only got on the carriage when he heard Cui Che continue. "Just sit with the coachman." "Okay, at least there's one more seat for me on the carriage." Zhao Wen comforted himself. In late spring, the gentle breeze and warm sunshine sway. Cui Che looked at the spring scenery on both sides of the official road. It was the good mountains, good waters, and good seasons, and it was the bumpy carriage that really made people uncomfortable. He had suffered a lot from riding the carriage south from northern Xinjiang to Yi City before. "Unfortunately, I am studying humanities. If it were science and engineering, perhaps I could find a way to improve the carriage." Cui Che pondered with regret. Seeking collection and recommended tickets. End of this chapter.